Hi team shows up for math class or team learn at home. I'm part of team learn at home today, and I'm going to review with you factoring in this video. Factoring trinomials where a is greater than 1, or factoring where there's multiple steps. All right, let's take a look at these. There's just a few questions in here just to get a bit more practice. This is also in your Delta Math review assignment because this is all grade 10 skill. So here, if we're asked to factor this guy, then this is what we do. Okay, what we can do is play a special X game. And that X game is going to be, we're going to start with the X game off on the side. We're going to do the 5 times 49 on top. And I'm just going to write 5 times 7 times 7, because I know that's 5 times 49 in all the possible ways I could put the factors together. And then I'm going to add to minus 42. Okay, how are we going to do that? How are we going to get two numbers that multiply to positive 49 and add to negative 42? Well, see how this, writing it down that way, instead of actually doing 5 times 49 and finding that that's 245, all right, I can just look at it here. Good. What I can do is I can see, well, that's 35 and 7. That'll do. Negative 35 and negative 7. Okay? So we use these numbers to decompose the middle term. 5x squared minus 42x plus 49. So this 42 is going to become minus 35x and minus 7x. Notice we didn't change anything. We just wrote that as a series of subtractions. And then this would be still 5x squared plus 49. Notice that I have grouped factors 7 together and factors 5 together. So then here I can factor out a 5x. So 5x multiplied by x minus 7 would recreate these first few terms. And I can factor out a minus 7 from this side. X minus 7. Let's cross our 7s for style points. Okay. So I can have equal signs coming down the side of my work. That would be an improvement. Now I notice that my x minus 7 shows up in two places. So that can factor out x minus 7. And then we'd have 5x minus 7. That would be what's left over. X minus 7 multiplied by 5x minus 7 in the bracket. Yes. Good. Now, let's take a look at multi-step factoring. Here we have to factor 72x squared minus 2x to the 12. All right. So, first of all, copy it out. 72x squared minus 2x to the 12. I'm going to make you do more of these ones because there's good stuff in here. No, we'll keep it how it is. Practice this later. So I notice that both have factor 2 and factor x squared. So 2x squared can factor out, and that will give us 36 minus x to the 10. This is a difference of squares. You can factor them like normal trinomials with a b of 0, but you can also just remember the trick that this is going to be equal to 2x squared multiplied by 6 plus x to the 5 multiplied by 6. That's not a 6. Jeez. That was an x last time I checked. 6 minus x to the 5. Okay, so that's now, is that now fully factored? Yes, it is, because this one is not a difference of squares anymore. There's no way to cut that in half into perfect squares. Notice x to the 5 times x to the 5 be x to the 10. So that's why x to the 10 is a perfect square. It's x to the 5 squared. All right, so that's the final answer. Let's put it in. Sometimes these surprise me. There's more work to be done, but I don't think there is here. 6 plus x to the 5, end bracket, start a bracket, 6 minus x to the 5. Oh, that bracket ended up in the wrong place. Oh dear. How am I going to fix that? Let's just go back. X to the 5 and bracket. There we go. 6 plus X to the 5. Oh, Mr. Jennings, get it right, will you? Or you're going to use up your mistake. Hooray! Okay, so you just have to do common factoring first often with these. And you should always have that instinct of always look for common factors because it makes problems easier. Sometimes you can power through with other methods, but you'd have an easier time if you common factored first. Any questions, absolutely hit me up by email. Screenshots of the problems that you are struggling with are really helpful. And otherwise, find me on Tuesday. Bye for now, everyone.